Now, police in the city of Manchester have confirmed the death of 19 people and scores injured following a suspected terror attack at the Manchester Arena last night. The blast happened at around 10:30 p.m. local time after a performance by an American singer, Ariana Grande. UK Prime Minister Theresa May has since suspended her general election campaign. Ken Aseka gives us a comprehensive update.
We are currently treating this as a terrorist incident until we have further information.
According to witnesses, they had huge bangs near the ticket office of the arena following a pop concert by Ariana Grande, a US singer.
We were walking out of the concert towards the doors and we went to the wrong doors originally, and I said to my sister, these are the wrong doors, we need to go to a different set. So we started walking down to the other set and that's when we heard an explosion. So I was like, we need to run. So we started running. We ran straight out the doors all the way down to the hotel, and all I could hear was screaming, people crying, everyone was just running everywhere. It was completely madness.
Manchester Victoria Station, which is close to the concert venue, has been closed and all trains cancelled as a result of the incident. Greater Manchester Police earlier urged people to stay away from the area.
We are working closely with National Counter-Terrorism Policing Network and UK intelligence partners. This is clearly a very concerning time for everyone. We're doing all that we can, working with local and national agencies to support those affected as we gather information about what happened last night.
A mobile phone video showed commotion in the arena as people scampered for their safety. Manchester Arena, the largest indoor arena in Europe, opened in 1995 and has a capacity of 21,000 people. It is a popular concert and sporting venue. Britain is on its second highest alert level of severe, meaning an attack by militants is considered highly likely. The cause of the reported explosion remains unknown, with police using cautious language that could point to a possible terror attack. Ken Aseka, KTN News.
And of course, very sad images there of terror. And we do know that the war against terrorists is really a global war.
Right. And of course, Ariana Grande has rather young followers. So many of them were very young concert goers. And the area hosts about 21,000 people.
It's a huge, huge stadium. And yes, I was listening to BBC this morning as I was coming to work, and mainly it was teenagers. And you can imagine the horrific scene as this blast. The parents are on the outside, the teenagers are on the inside, all looking for each other. And these are now live images from Manchester where the blast took place, and it's well, obviously cordoned off with investigations going on. I believe bomb and ballistic experts are already on site, basically just trying to check what may have happened. It is suspected that part of what may have happened is a suicide bomber, but that had not been confirmed.
They do say that could be the likely reason. They also said that a male at the scene in Manchester has been identified as the probable bomber. And we also had the U.S. Department of Homeland Security saying that they were closely monitoring the situation, adding that they had no information, however, to indicate a specific credible threat involving the music venues, because there's a lot of concerts going on in the United States.
And listening to some of the security experts, what they were saying is, even if it is a terror suspect who had been trailed for a while, the issue is when they do not act, at some point the forces would have to withdraw their surveillance on that particular person because there is no threat. But you never know when the threat will come. And of course, with suicide bombers, what makes it more difficult is that they're willing to die. It's not like somebody who's going to put, bomb explosives in a place and withdraw or run away, but they're actually on them. So that becomes a little bit more difficult. So, of course, details still coming in. 19 confirmed dead and quite a number confirmed injured. And this will be the worst attack in Britain since 2005. I remember there was an attack where at least 52 people were killed in suicide bombings in London's transport system. Remember, it was a train. So this is the second deadliest terror attack in Britain. Yes, and not too long ago in London, they also had another attack attack where I think 2 people and an officer were killed. So it just seems to be a problem that never just seems to go away. But coming back home, and President Uhuru Kenyatta has sent a message of condolence to the UK following the tragic incident.
The message reads, and I quote, "Our thoughts and prayers are with the United Kingdom after the tragic incident in Manchester last night.
Kenya knows what it is like to suffer the tragedies such as this, so our hearts go out to the UK and especially to the families which have woken up to the devastating news this morning."
Well, the message continues to read, "We remain allies and partners. I have assured the Prime Minister, retired Honourable Theresa May, that she will have any help we can give and that we will stand with her and with her country in the fight against extremism." End of quote.